coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pounds, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. Bum, 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 boom. Yeah, y'all see I'm under the weather. But what am I doing? I'm still pushing this content for you. I'm still pushing this P. You dig? I'm still coming at you live and direct. You dig? Man, listen. All this controversy I keep hearing about my audio. Only thing I can do is apologize until I can get an audio man up here and see if I can't get this thing corrected. Other than that, I appreciate the grace y'all work with me. I'm doing what I can do, not what I can't do. You understand? So big love to everybody who understand, everybody who follow me, everybody who with this movement. Cause no matter what, this content gonna keep on coming as long as I'm breathing. I'm trying to help these youngins. You heard me? Salute. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions. Almost thought the video was over. That's how discombobulated I am, and I ain't even said nothing yet. Ah. Ah. But it is what it is, man. It's just like when you in prison, man. You gotta operate under all circumstances. It ain't no timeouts, ain't no breaks, ain't no nothing. In prison, man, you don't get no rest. You don't get no time out. You can be sick. You can have your leg broke. You can have your arm broke. If you got the rumble, you still got the rumble. Young man rumble. You understand? So it is what it is. But today, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was sitting there and I was thinking, man, this is one of the craziest fights I ever seen. And man, I done seen some crazy ones. I done seen every type of fight, every type of altercation that can happen in the penitentiary. I done seen it. This I will put in, one of my favorite, one of my craziest top five fights that I ever seen. Right? Okay, this how this go. This dude, I ain't gonna call his name. He had some peoples, right? He had some peoples, but he wasn't no crazy dude or nothing like that, like real wild, outrageous, one of them wild dude. He just like the people, but he was low key, right? But his people stayed in the cell with him too, and his people was one of them. Everybody know he's a boy. He had like a boy, but he wasn't one of them. Always, what I'm saying, moving around, trying to be seen, because you got those type in prison too. The ones that always want to, talk loud to draw a crowd, stuff like that. He wasn't one of them. And for the most part, dude had him in check, right? He went on about his business. He ain't, make a lot of noise himself. They live in their own little private world in their own self. But most people in the pod knew that when he went to work, that the boy, he get the creeping. He get the creeping. He be messing with a couple of little people. You know what I'm saying? Or that's what the speculation was. Now he worked over in administration, right? He buffed them floors in the hallway. So that way, when you doing that, you work in administration. He working man there with the wards, the majors, the lieutenants, and all them. They been over there for years. They know him. They mess with him. Woo, woo, woo. That's the type of dude you don't really want to mess with neither, because you don't know if he one of them people like the police people, because you work with him and you get a beef with him, or you go get in a situation with him, and you gonna find your cell getting shook down. You gonna find yourself getting locked up. All of this type of stuff is gonna go down. You heard me? It's my sister calling. I'm going to call her back. But yeah, all of that type of stuff can go down. So, but like I said, he was locked in. He didn't bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? He worked for the peoples though. So, you got to be cautious with them type of dudes. It's speculation that he might be telling something, because they don't just put nobody in that administration. And the rumor was, when you go up for an application, put an application in to go work over administration, they ask you the most craziest questions, like, well, they give you scenarios when you try to get the job, be like, well, if you was over here and you saw somebody over here in the administration and they was stealing something or they did something, what you gonna do? They want you to answer, and you gonna tell. If you answer, well, I ain't got nothing to do with it, why I'm gonna mind my business. Okay, all right, we appreciate you. We'll let you know. And then you dead stick. So The speculation was anybody who got those jobs answered the questions the other way. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know. So that's how we used to always look at people that work in administration. That's just, you know what I'm saying, from the inside. That's the way we looked at it. And you know, they'll all say, oh no, they ain't asked me that. But everybody else who went for an interview said they asked him. They asked them. So I don't know. But that's just what it was. But anyway, on this particular incident, you know, he go to work. He work in administration. He going 5 days a week, going in the morning, be gone probably all the way till the evening. Sometimes 4, sometimes 5 in the evening, right? But being that he work over there, you know what I'm saying, he can, you know, leave or request to leave. We gotta use the bathroom. They eat over there and everything. But we gotta use the bathroom, or he wanna go back to his building, or he wanna get off early this day or whatever. Whatever, he ain't gotta do nothing, say something. So I guess for whatever reason, this day he felt like he wanted to come back to the building. So this is after the lunch count. Okay, we go out for lunch when they do the lunch count at 11, and then when the count clear, when we open, we on standby to go to chow. We on standby to go to lunch, right? So while we on standby to go to lunch, as y'all already know, I explained to y'all many times, I don't go over there because I ain't eating that tomfoolery. You know, understand me? And I don't like going in there, stinking there, smelling there, all this, all that. The food is doo doo, is garbage, whatever. So I don't go. So I'm always back, right? So I see a lot more things that a lot of people don't see, but I just keep it to myself. And the reason why I see it is because that's the time everybody else too will stay back that's trying to do something, trying to creep in somebody else's cell, trying to get some tattoos done, trying to get high. They'll wait till everybody else gone, so they might go in their cell, smoke their reefers. They go in the cell, smoke their reefers. That way, ain't no too many people in there they can smell because they scared somebody might ask for some of their reefers. So dudes are laid back during that time and do things like that. Then the dudes try to creep with the boy there, do things like that. Okay, dude, the dude boy was creeping with. He got to sell it old time. He ain't playing that. They can't go in his cell because he ain't gonna play that. You understand? He don't care what you're doing, but you ain't gonna do it in that cell. Which I concur with him 100% with that. So now the boy ain't gonna let nobody come in his cell because I guess he been in there with his man all this time. I guess I don't know. Maybe he can smell a joker scent or something. So what they was doing, they would come out at lunchtime when people gone. I done seen them before, but I just ain't say nothing. And they'll go upstairs to the upstairs shower and go get in the shower, but they'll get in the shower right beside each other. So when they thought won't nobody looking, dude will come out his shower and go up in his shower. So now they both in the shower together. They in the shower together getting their freak nasty on. And come on back out, jump in the shower, and one of them can finish and come on down with it, look less obvious and don't know what's going on. Unless you in there and you been around and you know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So they call lunch. Everybody goes out to lunch. Just like clockwork, man. Probably about 5 minutes after they go, because you only got a certain amount of time. They're going to only be going to eat about 30, 45 minutes. Right? Yeah, they're going to fast feed everybody with that garbage and make it, come on, line up, get on about you. The chow is over. So it got 45 minutes, so they ain't going to waste too much time. You can count the stuff on your clock. So they go upstairs, they get in the shower. So they up in the shower. I guess I won't pay attention, but I seen them go up the shower. I seen them come out there with their laundry bags and stuff. I'm out there working out. So they going up there. I ain't paying no attention. Don't matter to me. So sure enough, uh, the side door bust open. I look over. I'm over there doing burpees. I look over, take a double look. It's the boy man is coming back. He done came back. Now it's about me out there, probably 3 other people. It's an old timer sitting out there at the table drinking coffee, eating his little meal. There's another dude on the phone. Then I'm out there over there walking back and forth doing burpees, pull-ups, or whatever. So he comes in, goes to the booth, tell him to open his door. Bye bye. They open his door. He go down there to his cell, and he look in his cell. He don't see his peoples. Right now, he know his people don't go over there to that chow hall, so he don't see his people. So he in the cell probably about 5 minutes. Now I'm sitting out there working and walking up there, pacing, working out, and I'm saying to myself, "Oh Lord." I glance up there, right? Now, if you glance up there, they in the corner shower right by the back door. Whereas the person in the booth, they had to walk up to the front of the booth and look up there to see. But if they do, this is how dangerous this is. If they walk to the front and look up there, they can see 4 legs up under the door of the shower. 4 legs. You know, ain't no 4 legs got no business in no one-man shower. I can look up there from the angle of it and see 4 legs. So I'm like, boom. So we come out the room. He look around in the pod. He walks over to the middle of the pod. He look around and he look up there. And I know he see those 4 legs up there. You really don't see 4 legs. You see 2 legs and you see a slightly back of the thigh as if somebody's on their knees. He goes back in the cell. I had to go in my cell, but I said, man, just the curiosity. I'm acting like I'm just keep on working out. Man, he goes back in his cell. He up in that joint about 3-4 minutes. He come out of that joint fast, moving fast, but you can see got something on his mind. He wrinkling this joint. He wrinkling this, like got his hand up under his little shirt or whatnot. Man, that joint would come up that joint and beeline upstairs and go upstairs, bend that corner, start going there in that joint. Man, he goes straight down that joint and go to the back shower joint and bust that joint over and say, man, what the F you think you doing? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the surprise on their face when he bust that joint open and he just started slinging that? He had a lock in the sock. Ma, ma. I said, oh, that boy started hollering. Dude jumped out the shower, tried to get past him. He started clucking him. Knocker, knocker. Man, he fighting both of these jokers buck naked, whooping them with the lock in the sock. And man, it was something else. The dude tried to grab him and tussle with him, so he tussling with him. The boy laid down, he tried to get up, he slipping, he fall down. Now, mind you, it ain't nothing you really want to look at because two of them naked. Two of them is jack naked, right? So they tussling and they tussling. He jive like, man, trying to hit him, dude, trying to hold and grab his arm to stop the motion. They tussling. He push him up, start clucking him again. He ball up. He reach over, start clucking the boy. The boy drop back down on the ground, slide over to the back door, try to ball up in the fetal position, naked. He popping a pow, pow, pow. Oh, dude, this messing with the boy. He jump up, he try to run. He turned around and started chasing him. He chasing him down the hill, buck naked with the lock in the sock. Man, I said, good God Almighty, man, you can't. They need to put this on the bag as funny as videos. Man, it was crazy. Old timer that was sitting at the table, he looking at me, he said, oh man. Oh man, dude on the phone, like, what the hell? Man, the people in the booth, this what made me believe too that he worked for them peoples. Because everybody know he worked in administration, but all the police cool with it. The police see him. And the police run to the booth and start hitting on the booth. Something. Hey, 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 Jay, hey, Jay, bam, bam, Jay, hey, hey, man, you supposed to call the people. He was trying to call the people. And then he eventually called them though. So they come bum rushing in there. They come bum rushing in. They running in there. He chasing dude. He can't catch dude. Dude is literally ran all the way around, ran down the stairs. He stopped at the top of the stairs. So he down there on the bottom floor, walking around like, what's up, man? What's up? He naked. You know what I'm saying? He telling me, I'm gonna kill you, man. I'm gonna kill you, man. You playing with me, playing with me. So boom, the lady holler, he go back around. This is when the people come running in the door. When the people come running in the door, he's still running back around there. He trying to go get his boy. He trying to clock him a couple more times. Trying to clock him a couple more times when they come get him. The boy that got up and wrapped his towel around him, trying to put his stuff on, and the police running upstairs. They chasing behind him. He running down there. But he get back down to the boy a few minutes. And the boy ball up. He start hitting, bang, bang. He probably hit him about 2 or 3 times before they tackle him. Boom, 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 boom. Take him down to the ground, right? So by now, everybody's coming back from chow, right? So they got them locked on the outside. They won't open the salad port to let them in. So all of them, if you look out the salad port door, you can see everybody trying to look in there and see what's going on. Don't nobody know what's going on. But they got to take them out there, all of them in handcuffs, and got to take them through all of them. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. So they get him in handcuffs. They let the boy put his clothes on, they handcuff him up. They let old buck naked Joker on the floor go to his room, put his clothes on. All of them. They got them all cuffed up. Instead of taking them outside, though, they go up top and go through the joint and get on the elevator. Then they bust the door, let everybody else back in. They coming in. They done took them out through the elevator, took them down, and took them on up out of there, right? Man, crazy work, man. Dude beat both of them with a lock and a sock, butterball naked. Butterball naked. Came back, caught his boy creeping up in the shower. And he, when he got that lock and the sock, he ain't hesitate. He did not hesitate. Once he figured out what was going on, he took action immediately. Immediately. Now, this is another thing. Like I said, with that police in that booth that did not call that 1033 off the top, I know that old boy got to be working. I hate to say it, but that's what it looked like. I'm just going from the optics. It looked like he worked because had it been anybody else, them people calling them people, they see you chasing a butt nigga dude there, beating him with a lock and a sock. They not going to say, what are you doing, Jay? What are you doing? Nah, they ain't going to say none of that. They call them peoples. So then on top of that, when they get out of the hole, they don't put them back in our block. But it's about 2 months later, and somebody told me, somebody came back in the block, and they was telling somebody else. They ain't tell me, but I heard them. They said, yeah, man, Jay working back over in the administration building. I seen him over there, man. I went over there to see my counselor. He over there. So he done got out the hole. I mean, he done beat 2 people naked with a lock in the side. He done got out the hole and got his job right back over there in the administration. Man, where they do that at? Where they do that at? You can't barely, like I said, you can barely even get a job over there, let alone if you lose your job to go back over there. Man, if you lose your job in the block and go to jail and come back, you ain't getting your job back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting your job. Only people that use it can do that sometimes if it ain't kitchen related is kitchen dudes. Only because they need them. But he got his job right back over the administration building, man. And I think they moved the boy to the other side of the yard, right? But I don't know where the other Bama was that got caught with it. He probably wanted to go somewhere else because now he done been exposed. But I been know he was creepy because I been seeing it, but I ain't saying nothing to myself because I don't be talking about that stuff. You see things in the penitentiary, you gotta learn to see things and don't see things. You gotta learn to mind your business. Because the person you tell, right, thinking that, man, this crazy, man, guess what I just seen? Or something like that. And say, man, don't say nothing. He gonna go tell the homeboy that he think because it's a crazy source. So he gonna go tell his homeboy. Now his homeboy gonna tell his celly. Now and it's just gonna go on and on. So you'll learn in the penitentiary, just don't say nothing. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be your name attached to it. Somebody gonna say, man, who told you that? Oh, Banky. Nah, they ain't gonna be able to say my name because I won't be talking like that. Loose lips sink ships. You know what I'm saying? And mess around, you gonna get stabbed by somebody and you ain't even know it's coming because you're not gonna see it's coming. But all of it's gonna come for some rumors, some bones somebody will put on you. Some of it may be true, some of it may not be true. But just don't talk about those type of things in there, man, because it ain't gonna bring you some drama, man. But yeah, man, that's one of the craziest fights I seen, man. I seen a Joker take down 2 of them butt naked with a lock in the sock. It's a lover's quarrel. It's a lover's quarrel, dog. But anyway, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Y'all talk to me in the comments, man. I talk back, man. Stay out of the penitentiary, man. You gonna see some things you don't want to see, man. You gonna be around some things you don't want to be around. But guess what? Ain't no way to get away from it till they open them doors. You're stuck like Chuck, and they don't give up. You dig? Man, y'all talk to me, man. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Yeah, man. Duck them hooks, man. You did? And go root for the king to get back on his throne, man. Yeah. King of God's army. Deontay Wilder. The king is trying to get back to the throne. Support is important. Let's go. Let's get it. TBP Nation. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. We out here.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm going gonna have some because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.